Lord Hybrid, I see you, sir. Salute.
Lord Hybrid, appreciate all of the impact that you got me to do. You got me to make content.
Thank you, Lord Hybrid.
Shout out to Lord Hybrid.
Lord Hybrid. Shout out to Lord Hybrid.
Shout out to Lord Hybrid.
I'm saying.
And Lord Hybrid is in the building.
Lord Hybrid up in this bitch.
Yo, your boy Lord Hybrid up in here, man. And I just watched that fight yesterday. I fell asleep on the Pacquiao fight, but I'm talking about the Usyk Dubois fight. It didn't go how I expected it to go. I didn't expect to see that Daniel Dubois. And it was a lot of non in the ring factors that contributed to it. And first of all, I'm a Daniel Dubois fan, a big fan. Let me see. I'm gonna prove that. Hold up. I'm gonna prove to you how much of a Danny Dubois fan I am. Yeah. I'm one of Danny Dubois, probably his biggest fan.
Don Charles has been suited to Danny Dubois simply.
I'm sure most Dubois fans don't have this.
He's kept it very basic, right? But when you're dealing with an
You know what I mean?
person who makes boxing very cerebral, you have that the intelligence to go up to that level.
But Danny let me down last night, man. He got intimidated.
If you can't do that,
He punked out. I ain't gonna say he quit, but he just seemed demoralized by the superior boxing abilities of Alexander Usyk. And I was let down. Really let down.
You need to stamp that authority. So if that authority is not stamped, every time it's making you think he has.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm a fan, but I gotta keep it real though with the young brother. It started before the fight because I think Don Charles. I like Don Charles, his trainer, but Don Charles wrote some checks that Danny's ass couldn't cash. You know what I mean? He said some things that pissed off Usyk that Usyk punished Daniel for. And some stuff he said some stuff he shouldn't have said. He took it too far. He got too angry. You know, he got too emotional, and Danny paid the price.
You should be given an Oscar for the performance. You conned the referee, you conned us, you conned the boxing world. I've always maintained that, and I'm still maintaining. You pride yourself as a God-fearing man. Thou shalt not lie in the name of God. So I want to question, what kind of God do you worship? Period. You can look at me as much as you want. In fact, I'll give you a photograph of mine. You can take it home and study it. You're very mentally strong, but you've met somebody who's stronger than you.
I don't know why Don Charles took it there. And he should have, you question a man's faith. I mean, and I'm talking about a man who's really about his faith, a man who's, hardcore Christian for real. You didn't have to take it that far, Don, brother. You did. I don't know why you did.
I believe for Jesus.
Jealous of what?
I believe
Of what? Tell me what.
for Jesus.
Jealous of what?
Yeah, you
Explain yourself.
Jesus.
Explain yourself.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Isa.
I'm jealous of Jesus.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen.
Do you know the way the God that
You're right.
the God
You're
that
right.
I worship, the way it works is that the God has summoned you to come back here for our son here, Daniel Dubois, to get revenge on you. That's why you're here.
You're right. I deserve Oscar. It's you.
Yes, you do.
You are.
Oscar is coming next.
You all right? Listen. You must teach your fighter punch clean, but I win this fight for right my hand like a jab. Bam! Enough.
You're very comical as well. You're a comedian. When you finish boxing, you've achieved greatness, in my opinion. You go down as one of the generational greats. Granted, nobody's denying that, but thou shalt not cheat.
Alexander, it's a good time to talk to you. That is, I've never come out of an Alexander Usyk fight where people have said.
So I think Don Charles was taking it a little bit too far by taking it to the man's faith. A man was really serious about his faith. You took it there when it should have just been. I don't think that was a low blow. We're gonna get an opportunity to correct that and left it at that. But when you go on to what kind of God you serve, you lying and all that stuff, it's like you questioning his faith and his character at the same time. And one thing you don't want to do is give your opponent motivation to want to really be mad at you. The great Michael Jordan used to look for something to be mad at you about to destroy you. He would use that to destroy you, and he did it often. And I think Don Charles put Daniel Dubois in that situation. Shout out to my man Daniel Bell. I see you out there, brother. You know what I mean? And Usyk had this phrase he was using, and everybody was questioning, like, what does this mean? He was saying, don't push the horse. And I was listening to all these boxing analysts, and they didn't seem to understand where that came from, but he said it at I think the final press conference.
Their opinion, that's his opinion. We know what we've done. We know what we've been witnessing. He must have been sleeping for the last 3 fights or so Daniel has had. He must have been fast asleep. Can somebody please wake him up?
Yes. He said that you've been sleeping for the past 3 Daniel Dubois fights and somebody needs to wake you up. What is your reaction?
While I was sleeping, Alexander beat 2 times Tyson Fury.
Tyson's not here to defend himself. Yeah, keep your eye on the job. Tyson's not here to defend. We're talking about this is a Daniel Dubois show, okay? So let's.
Don't push the horses.
Pardon me?
Don't push the horses.
Don't push what?
Don't push the horses.
I need a translator.
I think he said don't push the horses.
He said, don't push the horses. And nobody seemed to know where that came from. But there's a story that Usyk tells to help you understand what he meant by that. When Alexander, people don't seem to understand where that statement comes from, that Alexander Usyk, the great world champion, undisputed, I think 3-time undisputed world champion, when he told him, don't push the horse. And people just puzzled by that statement, but they don't they don't know this story from Alexander Usyk.
No, because when I was young, I take punch with our horse.
A horse?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
A horse?
Horse, yeah.
Well, how did it punch you?
My hands like this. Because I work in farm. Like a horse going, yeah. I go to, hey, get out. Boom!
With his head?
This.
With the head?
Yeah. No.
Kick?
Like a legs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Legs. Boom.
All right, so let me ask you a different question.
0 fight, 0 win, KO.
So when he told Don Charles and when he told they were disrespecting him, he felt disrespected. He said, "Don't push the horse." So always remember that, fellas. That should go in history. That comes from Alexander's real life. He pushed the horse and he got kicked in the head and knocked out by the horse. Don't push the horse. Yeah, somebody should have told Don Charles that.
Lord Hybrid is right.
You know, somebody should have told Don Charles that. But Don Charles pushed the horses and he got poor little Danny Dubois kicked in the head and knocked the fuck out. You know what I mean? And Danny from round one, I guess we're going to the technicals of. It was a very simple thing that Usyk did that took Dubois' heart.
Hooks that he was throwing over the top of Daniel's jab, which was a little bit lazy sometimes. There was that downward trajectory, and they were right on the button and right on the chin. I thought it was a fantastic, absolutely fantastic performance from Usyk.
And a lot of heart from Daniel Dubois.
Yeah,
Now that was the knockout. I want to go back to the very early parts of the fight. Hold up. I think this is it. And you got
Mentally, must be so much stronger at 27 after those wins.
It really was. It was the main thing was he kept popping them with that jab, and they say in boxing, timing beats speed, and he just had Dubois' timing at every angle just mastered, man. And from round one, he intimidated Dubois. Dubois was probably aggressive for about 30 seconds to a minute. And then when he would come in, that jab would pop him in the mouth and snap his head back. And Danny Dubois did not like that. And Danny Dubois got very intimidated from the very beginning with Usyk's timing, as you can see here.
Well, mentally, must be so much stronger at 27 after those wins.
That when you hit Danny good, Danny gonna back up. Now he's a big, strong dude, but when he used, I mean, to me, Usyk's punches did not look that hard. Now that one looked pretty hard, but he was often timing. Like if you coming in charging in on me, and I punch you, you got double the power because you got the power of my fist coming forward and the power of your head coming towards my fist. And then the inertia of your big, heavy, strong body helping your head to come forward. So all of that. Then I got two of your body parts going in the opposite direction because your face hits my fist coming forward. My fist push your head back, but for a little split second, your body still coming forward at the same time that I'm hitting your head back, and you can see when he did that, then he started backing up.
Well, Well, mentally must be so much stronger at 27 after those wins over. He was hurt there. He got one off from Usyk, but the countering shot from the.
And from that point on, Danny Dubois he lost his heart. He lost his desire to fight because he kept doing it. He kept popping them in the mouth, man, right on time.
Stronger at 27 after those wins over. 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 After those wins over.
He just kept doing it, man, and poor Danny, man, he just couldn't. He got confused and he didn't know what to do. He looked demoralized. He looked confused. He looked scared. He looked afraid. And Don Charles I hope Don Charles just all that talking.
Has their opinion. That's his opinion. We know what we've done. We know what we've been witnessing. He must have been sleeping for the last.
I hope Don Charles remember this.
Push the horses.
Pardon me?
Don't push the horses.
Don't push what?
Don't push the horses.
I need a translator.
Don Charles was doing too much goddamn talking, running his motherfucking mouth, being all goddamn emotional and angry.
When you look at what Lord Hybrid is saying, he's right about all that, really.
And he got Danny Dubois with that look on his face. Don Charles did that. Danny did it too, because he talked a little crap too. But I think Don Charles was the main one. And I like Don Charles a lot. I think he's a fantastic trainer. But he pushed the horse, man. He pushed the horses, and Danny had to pay for that. But I really want to show you the jab. Let me see if I think this, hold on, where is that? Like, this is it. The jab, man.
Because what will happen, he'll start telegraphing the shots, and Usyk will read them. Beautiful there from Usyk. See, make it do.
That was another part of it right there. Just the movement of Usyk. I mean, it was intense. You chasing him around and you can't hit him, and he's making you tired.
Because what will happen, he'll start telegraphing the shots, and Usyk will read them. Beautiful there from Usyk. See, make it do. Because what will happen, he'll start telegraphing the shots, and Usyk will read them. Beautiful there from Usyk. See, make it do.
And the crazy part about it was, it just seemed like Dubois was slow, but he really wasn't that slow. It was just Usyk's movement is so complex. It's like it's just hard to hit him. And he just dominated this dude, man. But it was that jab, bro. It was that fucking jab that Dubois couldn't do nothing with, man.
Well, mentally must be so much stronger at 27 after those wins over. He was hurt there. He got one off from Usyk, but after those wins over.
That wasn't even a jab. That was the left hand. He's a southpaw. But he just kept sticking that jab in his face, man. He said, Dubois quit again. Yo, Maverick. It's not the first time I heard that, man. I think it's a little bit short of quitting, but he definitely didn't want no more. Dubois didn't want no more, man. Dubois, to me, like after the first, like every time he tried to be aggressive, Usyk just used it against him.
Yo, Lord Hybrid, I'm gonna agree with you too.
I'm talking about every time. Every time he tried to come in, he got hit with some shit he didn't like.
Well, mentally must be so much stronger at 27 after those wins over. He was hurt there. He got one off from Usyk, but the countering shot from the.
You see that big, huge man running from this little man? Not that Usyk is 6'3", so he's not a little man. He's a big man. But Dubois is a much bigger man. He's a much bigger. Say Dubois is autistic. I heard somebody say that, but I don't know if he's been diagnosed. But maybe he has been. But yeah, Dubois just the way that Usyk dominated him, it just, and a lot of people, I haven't followed Usyk that closely, but people say usually Usyk don't get going that early. There was like people who really familiar with Usyk that followed him, watched every fight he ever had. They said Usyk was more aggressive and more punishing in this fight than they ever seen. I think it got up under his skin also because Danny called him an old man. Because after the fight, the thing he said was 38 years old isn't an old man. He was like, yeah, I see all that silver in your hair. I'm going to make you feel old in there. And so I think that and Don Charles, it lit a fire under Usyk, and Usyk wanted to show you I'm not an old man, and all that junk you was talking about my faith, and I really didn't win, and I'm a cheater, and I'm an actor. I'm gonna show you this time. I'm gonna quiet all that talk.
Lord Hybrid is right.
And Mr. Usyk, he did that. He shut some big mouths up. So we're and one thing I think let me see. Is this the right one? This might be it. Let's see. See what's on this one.
Just the accuracy there as Dubois comes in, and now he's trying to back the Brit up. Still plenty of time in this round. He felt that one, Dubois. Beautiful left hand from Usyk, but he knows Usyk, he can't take any.
That you see the movement. You following him around, and actually Dubois got a little hit in on there.
From Usyk, just the accuracy there as Dubois comes in, and now he's trying to back the Brit up. From Usyk, just the accuracy there as Dubois comes in, and now he's trying to back the Brit up. Still plenty of time in this round. He felt that one, Dubois. Beautiful left hand from Usyk, but he knows Usyk, he can't take any.
The movement, the defense, and you saw Usyk has a real good shell, a smart, intelligent shell that contains a lot of movement. So, like, people say that Usyk is weak to the body, but his shell is good because he covers his face and he puts his elbow over his body and his arms and his elbows, and he curls up and moves real fast. So you can't, even though if it's true that he's weak to the body, you're never going to get to the body. He could take a shot to the head. He took some shots to the head. Danny did connect with some shots, but the way he does his shell, it's hard to penetrate that. And Danny started slowing down. Like Danny was sweating and slowing down, and he was just making them look dumb, man. He was just making them look real stupid. While battering him, while Usyk was battering Dubois with the jab, he was making him look stupid. He kept him moving. He couldn't really hit nothing. He might have hit Dubois might have hit Usyk Dubois might have hit Usyk 3 times in the fight. Maybe. I'm not sure if he even did that. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me see.
He's got a punch when Alex is punching. Alexander Usyk is punching. He's got to punch the same time. You can't allow Alexander to punch and get away. He's got to catch him before he gets away.
That's the great Lennox Lewis, of course, the great British undisputed champion. He was making a good point, which I agree with. The only real time that, to me, what Dubois did wrong was first of all, this is what Don Charles did wrong. He didn't come up with something to stop that jab, to stop Usyk's jab, because Usyk was just popping him in the face all night, sending his head back, sending his head in the opposite direction of his body momentum and inertia. So Don Charles didn't come up with something, because that's what took Danny's heart. That's what demoralized him. That's what intimidated him. And he looked timid. Then he's bouncing. First he was going in, but after a few of them jabs, he stopped really going in. He stopped jabbing. He didn't do his double jab. And Don Charles and them didn't do nothing to neutralize that right jab from Usyk. He seemed like, I don't know, they didn't give him no advice. His daddy couldn't help him. Don Charles didn't have nothing. None of them had nothing to stop that jab from popping him in the mouth and popping him in the face constantly. He needed something to neutralize that. And so he whipped him with that. And after a few whippings with that, he got intimidated. And then Usyk was more the aggressor in the fight. I mean, he was popping him in the face with left hands when he got ready. And at the end of the fight, he basically lured him in to the corner, put his back to the corner, and still whop. He took a shot. I think he took a right hand to the face, but he whop. And before you know it, Dubois was on the ground. Dubois was on his knees looking confused, like, I want to give up, but I can't do that right now. But yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy just how he just dissected and took apart. See, that's the shell I'm telling you about. Usyk's shell. He gonna go into his shell. You see how he collapses? He gets his hands up to his face to cover his head. He collapses his body, and he moves backwards. So if you hit his body, he's going in the same direction as your punch. He was always catching Danny in the mouth, because Danny was coming in and he was sending that punch in the opposite direction to give him double power against Danny's head. So when he's covering up his body, he folds his body, make it so small, and he moves away. So even if you punching, he's going in the same direction as your punch. So that's going to take 50% off your punch. And then you're going to hit his arms. You ain't going to hit his body. You can't hit his body because his shell is crazy. You can't hit him. You can't. I think he knows he's weak to the body, and he's come up with the perfect way to protect his body. But the way he folds up and keeps you away from his body, even if he had it swung up, see, he came up with a solution to the body problem. That when he got hit with that uppercut, that low blow, which was ruled a low blow, so we're gonna call it a low blow. He came up with a solution to that. Danny and Don Charles, they did not come up with a solution for that right jab. And he fed it to him all night, and he stuck it down his throat and punched him and left-handed him, and he did everything he wanted in this fight, man. So I think they, so a lot of people think Don Charles is going to get fired. If he do get fired, I kind of hope he don't get fired, but I hope they get the pops out the corner and structure it properly, because Don Charles will be in the corner giving him instructions, and Danny will be turning around listening to his pops. So his pops need to get him a trainer that he's confident in, if it's Don Charles or somebody else, and then step back, especially during the fights in the corner. He need to not be there. He need to he needs a proper structure around him, because they probably could have coached him out of that, that jab problem, that jab defense problem that he had.
When you look at what Lord Hybrid is saying, he's right about all that, really.
Even Paulie agrees with me. So I saw a lot of little technical things that both sides was doing. That I think. Let me see. This is a different one. Let me see at this clip. I didn't name these clips, so I don't know what I'm looking at when I'm pulling them.
Throws them to the body or to the shoulders. He has more success.
And the right hand again.
Such great timing there from Usyk, with that left hand especially. The way he leans to the right and then just lets it go. It's not that fast, but the timing's impeccable.
Certainly better from Dubois.
See, in that little clip, you see a lot of things. I'm gonna turn off the sound, and I wish it was slow, but look at the action that was happening in this clip. Danny ducked a good shot on that one. Now you see how fast Usyk's body protection came in. He threw a shot that quick and then came back with the arm and the elbow protecting the body, and the glove and the mitt protecting the side of the head. That fast. Offense and defense, rapid fire fast. Blocked the body shot. Backed up. Blocked that right hand. And coming back with offense quickly. And he could hit Danny anytime he got ready to hit him, flush in the face, because he didn't really do too much body work, but he was tagging his face anytime he got ready.
Lord Hybrid is right.
That's and Lennox Lewis was saying, like, the only time possible that he's open, that Usyk is open, that Danny can really hit him is in exchanges. But it seemed like Danny was getting slow and Usyk was killing him in the exchanges. When it's rapid fire back and forth, Danny wasn't getting much of nothing, and Usyk was getting the best of those exchanges. You seen that quick exchange? Danny looked all slow. Usyk popped him upside the head. He couldn't do nothing with this man. He couldn't do nothing with this man, dog.
Them knees and throws them to the body or to the shoulders. He has more success.
And the right hand again.
Such great timing there from Usyk, with that left hand especially. The way he leans to the right and then just lets it go. It's not that fast, but the timing's impeccable.
Certainly better from Dubois.
They say it's not that fast, but the time is impeccable. But that looked fast to me. He was faster than Danny. And if you look at Danny, just his whole facial expression, his body language, and everything was like, I can't beat this dude. This dude is my daddy. And I know I ain't gonna win, and I don't know what to do. Because if you look at Danny spent a lot of time just in that second half of that. Look at Danny, what he's doing. He's sitting there just motionless, just bouncing up and down, not doing nothing. Look at this. Still in the same place. Usyk is changing positions. Usyk is like the Earth orbiting the sun, and he's constantly in motion, popping them. You see what I'm saying? He's in this position. Now he's in that position. And Danny just standing there, moving, scared to throw a punch, because every time he throw a punch, pop, pop, he getting tagged. So he became very timid. He became real intimidated. He became scared to throw, scared to do anything, confused. It was like Danny was getting jumped, man, because he getting beat on from all different various angles, and he's confused, he's frustrated, and he's afraid.
When you look at what Lord Hybrid is saying, he's right about all that, really.
And Usyk just totally dissected him. And Don Charles got to accept some of the blame with his mouth, man. Hold on, let me talk to Don. I'm gonna talk to my boy Don directly. Don, it's coming from Lord Hybrid. Don Charles, bro, you gotta get out your feelings, bro. You gotta get out your feelings and stop talking all that junk to especially somebody on Usyk level. Like if it's a dumb fighter who's limited, you might could use that to frustrate him. But when you are facing a highly cerebral fighter who's gonna have answers to them questions, brother, shut your ass up, nigga. Okay? Because this is basically the boxing form of these words is what Usyk did to Daniel Dubois.
Sit down and shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's what Usyk did to your fighter, Don. This is your fault, brother. You, when your big mouth and your emotional self got Usyk to start talking this kind of shit right here. Hold up.
So let's don't push the horses. We're talking about this is the Daniel Dubois show, okay? So let's don't push the horses. Pardon me?
Don't push the horses.
Don't push what?
Don't push the horses.
I need a translator.
You needed a translator, and Danny needed some help in the ring, and you couldn't help him, or you could give him in that ring with some words. So you got his ass knocked out because you pushed the horse, bro. So you're going to have to get control of your emotions, and you're going to have to stop making it so personal because it's business. Make it business, because he was going to lose anyway because he's an inferior fighter to Usyk, and that's been proven twice. But Mr. Don Charles, I hate to have to do it to you because I like it. I like you. But Don Charles,
Shut the fuck
Again, Don Charles.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, brother? Shut your ass up, nigga. And let it just promote your fighter or do what you got to do for your fighter. But don't be beefing with the other fighter because you don't got to get in the ring. Danny got to get in there. And Danny going to be getting knocked the fuck out. Not you. Danny in there scared. Danny in there confused. He don't know who to listen to. You or his daddy. Running your big ass mouth, getting mad about shit you ain't got no business getting mad about, and firing up this boxing genius to beat the shit out your fighter, nigga. Cut that bullshit out, nigga. Cut that shit out. Got that man ass whoop. Technically, you know what I mean? Got his ass whooped. Got his ass knocked out. This the genius of Usyk, man. Now, deep down in the back of Daniel's mind, because Daniel lost all form and he lost all true aggression, he just was like, if I could get him in the corner, I could just beat on him. Usyk knew that. So Usyk said, okay, I'm going to lure him into the corner. I'm going to go in the corner. He's going to follow me and think he's going to beat me. And that's where the first knockdown right before the knockout came. Look at the genius of Alexander. Now, if big, strong Danny Dubois gets Usyk in the corner, he's supposed to be able to pound on him and beat on him, go to the body, to the head, back to the body, deliver all that. Usyk lured him in, let him be in the optimal position that he thought he wanted to be in, and whipped his ass. To me, that's genius. Popped him in the head. He couldn't hit him. Whopped. And these punches ain't looking like they so devastatingly hard. I mean, he looked like he touched him on the side of the head. Danny ran. Danny ran, bro. He's running. He chased him out. He chased him out the corner, man. Danny, I mean, he just standing there like, boom. He hit him with that one right, but he really didn't hit him flush. He kind of slipped that one, so it didn't really impact because he was getting hit at the same time. He was too slow to the punch every goddamn time. Bop. They both hit each other. He missed. Danny missed, and then goddamn Usyk two-pieced him. You see that? Danny missed, two-piece. Whack. He doing too much bouncing, standing in front of him. You can't stand in front of that man like that. Miss, two-piece. Miss, two-piece. Whack. Danny runs and go take a knee. I guess he tripped over his own goddamn feet. Because he should have been able to retreat from that punch and stay on his feet, or at least go to the ropes and hold himself up. Yep. That was the only advantage he would have had. It was like bully him into the corner and beat on him, then get up out of there. Or at least get an exchange going to where you're going to take some fire, but you giving something and you can get to that body. Because while he's reaching with a punch, the body's open. And your dumb ass going for the damn head. You got him in the corner. Boom. You see, for that split second, his body's exposed. Okay? You could have went for the body, but you going for the head. And he connected. But you still going for the head and you missing. Why is you going for the head when you got him? When the body's a bigger target and you really can't miss the body. And he was wide open. Why is you swinging for the head? This was your time to get off. You missed it, and you got two-pieced. Real quick. Boom. And you see the retreating body language. Then he was out of there. Bow! Let me get out of here. Let me get on my knees real quick. Let me get on my knees. Let me get out of here because this nigga done whipped my ass when I'm supposed to be whipping his ass. Danny, you miss your opportunity, bro.
Lord Hybrid is right.
You miss your opportunity and you got your ass whipped. You got your ass whipped, nigga. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm a Danny Dubois fan, but his just whole body language and posture for this fight, he got intimidated, man. He got intimidated. And it was from that jab. Just Don Charles didn't solve that problem of stopping that. Danny would have had a chance if they could have stopped that jab, man. But that jab was popping his face back from round one, and then Usyk just started taking off on him. Just started hitting. I mean, it was like Daniel had no defense. He was a punching bag. He had no defense. Then he couldn't do nothing, man. He missed with the right hand and got knocked out. Watch him miss with his right hand. Now Usyk looking at you miss with that right hand. Your legs all far apart. You off balance. Thank you for this beautiful shot that you giving to me. I'm finna knock your monkey ass out. And this is the only reason that I'm not gonna say that Dubois quit, because everybody want to throw the quit tag on him again. But if you pay attention, when he got hit with that left hand, which is Usyk's power shot, he was off balance. He had just missed a shot where he put all his energy in. Goddamn, Usyk had him running and chasing, so he tired as hell. You know, and he did collapse with the shot. So I'm not gonna say that Danny gave up. Because if it was any giving up done, the giving up was done in the first round after he knew he didn't have no answer for that jab that kept popping him in the face. Then he just kind of just was there. But I didn't get to see much of the conversation that was going on in Danny's corner. For some reason, they didn't broadcast Danny's corner too much, which I would have liked to see what was Don Charles or what was Dubois' dad telling him in the corner. But you know, I don't think they told him nothing to do about that jab. So yeah, this is Danny. He didn't quit because he throws the right, he misses. Usyk sees the most beautiful, perfect shot left wide open for him, and Danny collapses. He missed that big right hand. Usyk sees a big head, a wide, awkward stance, or off balance, and he goes and watch how Danny collapses after that hit. That's not a quit. That's a knockout. He got knocked the fuck out. People like, he could have got up. He could have got up. Yo, you tired? Because you've been chasing this man around and he been beating the shit out you the whole night. So you tired and you dazed. Because you got to think, he just got up from getting knocked down. And he barely got up. So he got up, and within 30 seconds, he get hit with a big power shot. He collapses. So in a situation like that, you're going to be stunned and dazed. Like, yes, you look, your eyes are open. You look like you're conscious. You're semi-conscious. You got to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, can I feel my legs, my toes? You know, you got to get your coordination back. So it's just not enough time for him to get up and be prepared to re-engage. So the mistake was after the first knockdown that he attempted to have some aggression, because after the knockdown, you're disoriented, you slowed down. He should have kind of been running from Usyk for the rest of that round just to survive, to get to the end of the round, maybe get some advice and start the next round a little bit more fresher. But he gets straight up from a knockdown and goes at Usyk. Usyk is still fresh. You ain't did nothing to Usyk. You've been chasing Usyk around, getting popped in the face, getting goddamn demoralized and intimidated. Now you done got knocked down. Now you get up and try to be aggressive. No, you're still stunned. You still weakened. You need a couple of minutes to shake it off. You shouldn't have went right back at him. You know what I'm saying? Then you should have shook that off, ran from him a little while, and just survived the rest of that round to get to the next round. You know what I'm saying? But he gets up, go right back at Usyk and get knocked the fuck out, which wasn't a good idea. You see that blank stare that was on his face? You see that? He's semi-conscious. He's semi-conscious. So he's not all the way there. He's still trying to figure it out. So people like, he quit again. He quit again. I'm not gonna accuse him of that. I think he did. He didn't technically quit. He just accepted the fact after the first round. Within that first round, he accepted the L. He took that L. It was on a big gold chain. And halfway through the first round, he put that L around his neck. And he decided, I can't beat this dude. I can't stop this jab. Don Charles ain't gave me nothing to stop this jab. My daddy ain't got nothing to stop this jab. Ain't nobody got nothing to stop this jab. So I'm going to take this beating. And maybe I can end on my feet. But I know I lost because I can't do nothing. And he was just, Usyk was just hitting him at will.
Usyk, just the accuracy there as Dubois comes in. And now he's trying to back the Brit up. Still plenty of time in this round. He felt that one, Dubois.
Beautiful left hand from Usyk. But he knows Usyk, he can't take any.
At will. Usyk punching him in the face, jabbing him, moving, sticking him, going in concentric circles, and constantly staying away from that right hand that Dubois has. And eventually Dubois forgot about the jab. He was so confused, discombobulated, demoralized, and intimidated. He forgot about his own jab. He was like, why am I going to use this? Every time I extend that jab, I get popped in the mouth. So this jab ain't helping me. I can't hit him with the right hand. I'm just here bouncing. I'm just bouncing, standing in front of him and get my ass whipped for 5 rounds till this man knocked me out. That's what happened. And it was a brilliant pugilist display by the great Alexander Usyk, and it was just something that was just it was hard as a Dubois fan. It was hard for me to watch, but it was something that it wasn't no it wasn't nothing that could be done.
What a great start here from Alexander Usyk.
That's the clip. This the clip I've been looking for from the beginning. This is the clip. This shows the jab. This is what intimidated. This is what took Daniel Dubois' desire to fight away from him. This jab.
What a great start.
Right through the guards. Right through the guards. You know, Dubois got his guards up, and you see Usyk just laser focused on. He sees how far apart that guard is. He said, "I'm just gonna go up in there. I'm just gonna go up in there." You see him, and it's like Dubois closing his eyes. He see it coming, and he just did that till he just popped him all night when he felt like it. You see that? It ain't no fun getting popped in the mouth like that all night, man. Especially when you can't do nothing about it. It was just water, bow, all night, bow, mouth, bow, all in your. I mean, he just, it wasn't nothing little Dubois couldn't do, man. It getting popped in. You see that? He never had I never seen Dubois with a look on his face of dominance, strength. He looks dazed, confused, frustrated, and afraid. He looked afraid the whole fight. He was afraid to throw shots because every time he attempted to throw a shot, Alexander Usyk made him pay.
What a great start here from Alexander Usyk. Stepping inside, landing that jab with an upwards trajectory, makes it possible for Dubois to defend against. And just took the sting out of the Dubois offense early on. A really good solid round there from Usyk.
Yeah, you mean
that's the first round. That right there, those jabs is what took Danny Dubois' desire to fight. That's the whole answer, is that jab that he couldn't do nothing about and that Don Charles couldn't do nothing about. That's what took Daniel Dubois' desire to fight away from him.
When you look at what Lord Hybrid is saying, he's right about all that, really.
Yeah. So it was a boxing masterclass. I thought Dubois would win. And my logic behind thinking that Dubois would win was I kind of believe Don Charles, like, we made the changes and we blah 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 blah. I believe that. And I just thought, seeing the punishment he took and endured from particularly Hrgovic. If you watch the Hrgovic fight, Hrgovic was popping on with right hands for 5 rounds, and Danny was eating them. So I was like, okay, he got the durability. And with the fight with Jarrell Miller, he had durability. He seemed like he wasn't going to get tired because he stayed, he got stronger as the fight went on, and Jarrell Miller wasn't throwing that much, but he was throwing some stuff and he was connecting with some real strong. Jarrell Miller's a big, strong dude, and he was like 300 pounds. He had put on a lot of weight. He was like 300 pounds. And he was very durable, and Danny just systematically just kept pounding on him till he fell right at the end. He never fell like on his feet, but the referee had to stop it because he beating him silly the way he couldn't defend himself. So seeing that endurance and that durability combined with believing that Don Charles would have had an answer for the southpaw jab, I was like, well, what really can Usyk do? All he got to do is go walk through that fire a little bit on that jab or implement whatever he can to neutralize that jab and then get the Usyk's body. And he's so powerful. I seen how he's demolished these big, like he was beating the shit out of AJ. I say he'll withstand that jab. He'll go through that and get to Usyk's body and pound him. And he'll just keep beating him down until he wears him out, and he'll hurt him. I say, because if you get to that body, he can hurt him. And if he hurt him, then he can knock him out or just get a TKO. And I didn't count that jab would demoralize him and make it to where he didn't want to fight no more, and he would just stand there and let Usyk beat up on him. I didn't calculate that into my formula. So I'm glad I didn't bet. But this jab is what this is what took Danny's heart, man. He took his heart, he took his aggression, he took his smarts, he took everything, man. He neutralized Danny's jab, and he just popped him with that jab and other shots. And then when he was ready to hurt Danny, he just put that, put that movement, that ring IQ, that ring generalship, he just put it on him. And he punished Danny Dubois for what Don Charles said. He punished him for what Danny said as well, calling him an old man. He punished him, and he punished him for Don Charles. So he just put it on him, man. He just put it on him, and it was just a dominating performance, and it was a statement fight. And to slay that big man like that, that's a big man. Dubois like 6'5", much heavier, much bigger. And to make that big man collapse like that and to dominate him for an entire fight like that, and he fell down like a tree, man. Blah! Just collapsed and just blah! Just flopped and he didn't want no more. I mean, if there ever was a look of defeat on a face, that's it right there, bro. That face says, I'm totally defeated. I can't do nothing with this man. And I'm gonna just lay this out before I get killed in this ring, because this man ain't backing up off me.
Lord Hybrid is right.
See what I'm saying? So this is how the great Alexandrovich Usyk, this is how he totally demoralized, intimidated, sunned, dominated, and separated himself from Dubois and his team to let him know. Let him know. And hopefully the brother Don Charles remembers this lesson that he got from Mr. Usyk. Remember this, Don Charles.
Don't push the horses.
Pardon me?
Don't push the horses.
Don't push what?
Don't push the horses.
I need a translator.
You should have got you a translator. You should have tried to figure out what that meant. Maybe you could apologize to that man for pissing him off. But, he made your fighter pay for your big mouth. So I would like to ask Mr. Don Charles, get your mouth under control, man. You're a fantastic trainer. Get your mouth under control. Don't get your fighter beat up because of your mouth. The only thing that you gonna have to learn how to do is
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Sit down and shut the fuck up, bitch!
shut your ass up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And just talk about the fighter, talk about how much respect you have for the opponent, and prepare your fighter. You know what I'm saying? And when you see this, you need to holler at me and tell me.
Thank you, Lord Hybrid.
Yeah. Don't thank me for helping you stop getting your fighter ass whipped. Because he didn't deserve that ass whipping. He got it. I don't feel like he deserved that. So anyway, I was thinking about betting. Because nobody thought that Dubois was gonna win against AJ. And I knew he was gonna win. And I wanted to put some money on it, and I didn't. And I thought about putting some money on this one, but I didn't. And yeah, I would have lost my money. I think one of them dudes, I think Showbiz, I think he lost like 10,000 betting on. Oh, Canelo just got paid because Canelo put $500,000 on Usyk. He put $500,000 on Usyk, so Canelo got paid.
Lord Hybrid is right.
But anyway, to my brother Don Charles, I hope they don't fire you. I hope you get the daddy out the corner. And for running your mouth, I gotta hit you with this, man.
You dummy!
Because Usyk team and Usyk himself, all that stuff you was talking,
They don't give a fuck.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so and I know once the fight was over, and they think about all that big talk you and Danny was doing, they over there doing this. And after that ass whipping, Danny Dubois looking at you like this, Don Charles.
I hate you. I hate you too, little nigga.
Yeah, man, but it was still an entertaining fight, man. It was a great day of boxing. I fell asleep on the Pacquiao Barrios fight, but they said Pac-Man beat him, but they robbed Pac-Man. So it was what it was, but I guess I'm gonna be up out of here, man. So it was a good fight. It was a good lesson for Don Charles and for Danny Dubois. And you gotta respect your opponents at all time, man. And if you piss off the wrong opponent, you're gonna get your ass beat extra. Muhammad Ali did it too. Somebody said, this one dude wouldn't call him after he used to be Cassius Clay. He changed his name to Ali. And the dude was like, your name Cassius. And so Muhammad Ali whipped him. He said he took his time whipping him. And the whole time he was whipping him, he was like, what's my name? Pop, 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 pop. What's my name? Pop, 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 pop. So yeah, you really don't want to piss off your opponent because you're giving them energy. More energy to whip your ass. So anyway, I'm about this bitch. Boy, Lord Hybrid. Hey!
Everybody has their opinion. That's his opinion. We know what we've done. We know what we've been witnessing. He must have been sleeping for the last 3 fights or so Daniel has had. He must have been fast asleep. Can somebody please wake him up?
Yes.
he said that you've been sleeping for the past 3 Daniel Dubois fights and somebody needs to wake you up. What is your reaction?
While I was sleeping, Alexander beat 2 times Tyson Fury.
Tyson's not here to defend himself. Yeah. Keep your eye on the job. Tyson's not here to defend. We're talking about this is a Daniel Dubois show, okay? So let's
Don't push the horses.
Pardon me?
Don't push the horses.
Don't push what?
Don't push the horses.
I need a translator.
I think he don't push the horses.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
You dummy!
Lord Hybrid is right.
Thank you, Lord Hybrid.
Sit down and shut the fuck up, bitch!
Lord Hybrid, I see you, sir. Salute.
Lord Hybrid.
Shout out to Lord Hybrid.
Lord Hybrid, appreciate all of the impact that you got me to do. You got me to make content.
Lord Hybrid.
Thank you, Lord Hybrid.
Lord Hybrid. Shout out to Lord Hybrid.
Shout out to Lord Hybrid.
Lord Hybrid.
I'm saying